Good afternoon, I am Red Pill. It's good to see you, and it is good to be seen. This indeed is a unique time to be alive. The year 2020 will go down in history for sure. We are watching all kinds of agendas unfolding right before our very eyes. Some are calling it the Great Reset. With the growing number of permanent job cuts and the exploding small business closures, the economic landscape for the average American is getting bleaker by the day. The question is, will people rise from the ashes like the mythical phoenix? Or will people die in despair, self-loathing and self-pity? The future is before us. The country needs to step back. With China growing by leaps and bounds, technologically and otherwise, how much longer can the USA continue to have an adversarial relationship with a nation that is 100 times ahead of America in every field of endeavor? Recent reports out of China say that the nation will be able to control its weather completely by the year 2025. Also in the news, China has flipped on its fusion power. Essentially, scientists over there have created the sun. This fusion-like energy source can generate 100 times more heat than the core of the sun that gives life and energy to planet Earth. You heard of the sun rising in the east, but this is for real. The argument is made broadly that China is a human rights abuser and nothing should be applauded about its other social and civil advances. Though the argument may very well be accurate, the argument however doesn't bring into focus that many of those countries accusing China of such abuses are hypocritically abusers themselves. And so this argument can go on for the next decade, but in the meantime China will still be building microchip plants, and if past actions are an indication of future actions, the USA will be building sports stadiums. Denial is not a river in Africa, and neither is delusion. Pointing fingers will not solve problems. We need to form functioning partnerships. We need to have allies, not adversaries. We need to check our BS at the door first, before we start calling out the BS of other countries and their governments. Yes, countries are always going to compete. Countries are always going to steal knowledge, secrets and technologies from each other. Countries are going to spy on each other. They are going to snoop and watch in every way imaginable. We all know this to be the case. Yet everyday countries from around the world engaging in the above activities manage to conduct commerce and business. It's as if some people in positions of power think China and its over billion population are going to somehow have a glitch and get off track and revert back to the days of being peasant farmers. It's never going to happen. It's preposterous to even imagine such a reality. In my amateur opinion, it's as if China has never forgiven the world from making opium addicts of its population, and they're determined, like the Jewish people who are the descendants of the Holocaust, to never let it happen again. Never again. So it is what it is. Is the American population so dumb to think that we are going to be able to catch up to China in the areas of 5G and 6G technology? That's not to mention the advances in artificial intelligence that they are making at light speed. So raise your hand if you understand that this great land is in second place. In the race, second place is just being the first to lose. We lost. We need to go to the locker room and cool off. Our coaches need to give us a long hard talk. The time for being butthurt is over. We've got to get out of our animal instincts and into our formidable consciousness and intellect to see our way out of this morass of difficulties. I'd like to thank manhood for allowing me to use this platform to voice my opinions and concerns. Remember, we are all still learning and in the process of discovery, so thank you for listening. Like, share, subscribe. Be good and stay safe.